Roll, roll, roll your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Roll, roll, roll your boat gently down the stream. Ooh. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Goodbye, Chrisette. Is this goodbye? Probably not, but we'll see. Let's just get straight into it. Apparently there was this conversation between Miss Shantae Moore, because Moore is always Moore, and Chrisette Michel'le. And pretty much, I guess Shantae had seen some of the episodes and she realized that some of the stuff that Chrisette was saying about her wasn't too nice. So she decided to give Miss Chrisette Michel'le, Miss Lyricus Opus, Miss Incense, Nuts, and Berries a call. And Chrisette was telling the people about it, and she was just very much like, Shantae ended the call with, I'm being upstaged by a bunch of newbies. Do I believe that this conversation took place? Yeah. Do I believe that that Shantae said that I'm upstaged by a bunch of newbies? Probably. I don't know none of these heifers, so, you know, I'm not going to put nothing past all of them, because all of them are shady in their own right. And let's just be completely honest. We're not going to put all this shit on Shantae because it's just not fair. Chrisette is very shady as well, but she gives artsy / shade. You got to listen to her because she speaks quietly, darling. You have to listen to her. You have to lean your ear in a little bit when she talks. Like my boy Leonard said on Reality Junkies, that, you know, she's artsy shade, darling. She's slick. She's slick boots with those words. Please. What is this? Is this? Okay. Shantae don't recall the damn moment. Shantae don't recall the shit. She was just like, look, I don't know what the hell is going on, but I don't recall it, and I didn't have no conversation with your ass, you and your braids. Chrisette was just, you know, very much like, okay, whatever, Shantae. And it was just very, she thinks that Shantae is very shady. But I think that all of them are very shady. And Chrisette is one of the main ones that's shady, honestly, in my opinion. It's just very much like, oh girl, you tried it. Because you and Shantae have so many similarities, it's crazy. That's why y'all can't get along, honestly. Okay, what happened after that? Okay, they're going to Shantae and the damn whole song about her wanting a second part. Michel'le. Well, you know, technically, Shantae, you got 2 parts, right? After the whole thing, you ended up getting 2 parts. Because you were singing background with that, but yes, but I wanted a full part. But you got 2 parts. Because, you know, the background is pretty long. It's almost the whole beginning of the song. That whole thing was interesting. And it was a little shady for Shantae to go behind the girl's back to get another part, to get a part in the song like the other girls. But at the end of the day, when I really think about it, she did say while all of them was around that she would like her own part and not just the background, because don't nobody know this damn Shantae singing the background, really. Most people don't know, you know, the background music unless it's from some older, usually popular song, you know, that, you know, usually new artists, you know, remix or whatever. So it's just like she wanted a longer part, and so she ended up getting a longer part. But then she was pushed at in the end, and her part didn't seem like it was longer than the other girls. All she had to do was a and hit a little whistle and come on out the booth. So it wasn't that big of a deal anyway, because she only got 2 seconds of a part. She should have just let it go. But she wanted a part, her own separate part, so hey. I get it, but was it that necessary? No. Wendy was actually like, she was like, you know what, I love that song, and y'all should really like get together and you know, sign off on that song and promote it and all that. Get your managers and your team and all that together. And she was like, word on the street is that Claudette and Shantae team is actually, you know, signed off on the song and everything. Shantae was like, well, we're not trying to push it as a single. She was speaking for Claudette. She was like, we're not trying to push it as a single. But, you know, they really can't do anything without the other girls, because it was the other singers on the track. And so I found that interesting. Wouldn't it be finding dirt? I swear, child, she be finding shit. I had no idea about that. But yeah, they can't really do anything without the other girls, right? So like, I don't know, what was the point? The other girls was like, Michel'le said she'll sign off on it. Lil Mo was a little apprehensive, but she was like, she'll sign off on it. Little James was like, I'm trying to get Oprah checks, so I'll sign off on it. Chrisette was like, no, I'm not going to sign off on it. Of course, she has to be the difficult one. She keeps going on about, her and Lil Mo keeps going on and on about Shantae being the difficult one and being the diva and all that. But honestly, a lot of the stuff they accuse Shantae of doing, they do their damn self. So aren't y'all more alike than y'all are different? Like maybe the same things you don't like about Chrisette, maybe the same things you don't like, or the qualities that's in Shantae that you don't like, is the same thing that we see on TV. Some people, you know, who are big fans of you is just gonna agree with everything you and Lil Mo do. But I'm pretty much neutral to all of y'all heifers. And, you know, I just call bullshit when I see it. And I just smell bullshit. It stinks loud. You know, you can be artsy and your incense and your nuts and berries and all that. But I see you. And I see you. And I see you. Yeah, it was just like, because it was like, no, I'm not going to fucking sign off on it. It was apparently another scene that we didn't get to see during the episode, that all the girls was in Puerto Rico and they just chilled and had a bottle of Wendy was like, Hennessy. I'm gonna add King Cobras to the mix since Lil Mo was there. And they was just chilling, and she was just like, all the girls had fun. Wendy mentioned, well, was Shantae there? Did all the girls show up? And Chrisette was just like, of course not. I'm not gonna invite. I'm definitely not going to invite Shantae to my good energy events. That bitch got away with words I ain't never heard before. Wow, she is a great lyricist. She is that, indeed. She is just something else, said down Chrisette. I don't even know what to say. Like, now you're being mean. The same way y'all claim Shantae of being mean, you're mean. Y'all do stuff and not invite her to events, but y'all want her to like y'all. Child bad. Shantae was like, look, I didn't know anything about that whole event, but that's interesting that I wasn't invited, but it's okay. And Wendy also brings up a good point that, you know, this is the first time she's actually hearing about Shantae being mean. Because, you know, she's never heard of Shantae Moore being an asshole to people. There's a lot of editing going on in the show. And honestly, if Shantae is that much of a bitch, why don't they just show all of it? Now, do I see certain things that Shantae do? She's a little standoffish. She does do the finger thing. You're not going to put your finger in my face, bitch. That's one thing you need to stop doing. She probably tends to have a little air about her, you know, with her being having 20 years in the game and all that, but at the end of the day, they all on the show. They all on this level. And I see that air and that attitude and Your Highness thing from Chrisette too. So it's just like, point the finger back at yourself, Chrisette, really. And Lil Mo, just shut up. Ooh, just shut up. Okay, Wendy starts to go into she was just talking about a bunch of shit. But she said something about just asking all the girls another question of some sort, I believe, and her and Shantae kept going back and forth. Oh, Shantae brung out the damn pink elephant. Y'all got to watch the damn reunion part 2 to see what the hell it meant. Oh, I think it meant something like Chrisette Michel'le said that, she's so little, it must be painful carrying around all those pink elephants in her or whatever. Basically, her not addressing all the issues or whatever is what I'm assuming she meant. But yeah, she put out a pink elephant. Chrisette, we're pulling out a stuffed animal in the middle of a grown woman's reunion. I was like, yeah, bitch, we are. We did it. And, that was just it. Lil Mo, they can ride around in the sunset with that. Just every little thing that Shantae do, like she said, is a big issue. Everything is exaggerated to the 10th power. It's just, they want everybody to dislike Shantae. And if you don't dislike Shantae, there's something wrong with you. I'll very much be Claudette in this situation, just numb to the bullshit, or maybe Layla. But yeah. Okay, what happened after that, darlings? When it was like, yeah, look, I really don't see why all of y'all just cannot get along. Like, it is just really sickening and just really dumb why all of y'all can't get along. Like, it don't seem like it's that serious or nothing that you can't get over with. Before I go on with that, shouts out to Funky Dineva. He was on this part too. As he was on the part 1 and, as he was on Taking It Back, R&B Divas Atlanta reunion. And he read Lil Mo. I wanted him to read Lil Mo a little bit more because that hair was just ridiculous. He got into Shantae's ass deep, quite deep. And he said that he liked Chrisette. She's, we love her on the show. Some people love Chrisette. I love her as an artist. Chrisette is spectacular. As a personality, she's all right. That's just in my opinion. She's a lovely girl, though. What else did he say about Chrisette? I think that was it, for the most part. He was just very much like, it's interesting to see you on the second chance bus. That was funny. That was very funny. Shouts out to Funky Dineva. He's a big thing, and one more of us, out there doing big things, we all win. So good for him. Good for the community, darling. Chris said, I just don't have anything else to say to Shantae. Just nothing else to say to Shantae. Wendy was like, look, you and Shantae had this damn phone conversation like I was talking about earlier. And, one thing I left out, Chrisette Michel'le, she recorded the conversation. Or taped it or something. I'm pretty sure. That's what I heard. That Chrisette recorded it without Shantae's knowledge of everything that Shantae was saying. But she didn't want to show it. Then you should just shut the fuck up about it, honestly. That's for here, though. It's not for the reunion. What do you on the show with Messy Wendy Williams, and you on the show, and you on a reality show where it's based, the core of it is drama. Don't you think we want to hear the recorded conversation of Shantae reading the dog shit out of you? Like, it's just like, if you're not, if TV One is not gonna show us the juicy shit, the shit that would make you say, oh, this is why they don't like her, then I'm just gonna base my decision off what I see. And what I see is bullshit. What I see is that a bunch of women are attacking a woman. Honestly, that's what I see. Do I think that Shantae has her flaws and played a big role in the drama? Absolutely. But she did apologize, and it just seemed very much like they just dragging the shit on. Just for the hell of it, or ratings or whatever. They just dragging it on. But honestly, what she did is just not that big of a deal. At least to me. I'm going off today on my little yellow hat. darling, I've never been so violent. And he was like, look, it's all y'all who was gonna come together. And it was just like, Michel'le was like, what's your issue with Wendy? What's your issue with Shantae? Michel'le. You know, I said to Shantae, I said, you know, there's about 6 of you. If you just pick one of those people out of all 6 of you, then I could be friends with you. That's my girl. And Shantae was like, yeah. Apparently Michel'le had a conversation with her, and she was just like, you know, there's too many sides to your personality. You're not Beyonce. Just let it go. I was just like, okay. She went around the room. She asked Lela, would you work with this group of women again? Lela was very much like, yeah, but the energy has to change. Claudette was like, if this energy don't change, then no. That was quite shocking. Like, you got something else to do, Claudette. Interesting. She asked Lil Mo. Little Mo was very much like, well, I mean, yeah, my nigga, I got 7 kids. I ain't got no choice. She don't. Chrisette, honestly, she just said, no, I wouldn't. I would work with 5 of them, not 6. Shantae was just like, no. But then Wendy rephrased the question. She was just like, would you do another show with these ladies? Is what I meant. Now, you know, would you work with these ladies again? Chrisette was just like, sure, I had fun. I think Shantae still very much said no, but all the rest of the girls said no. And again, they made a big deal about what Shantae said. When Shantae said on the first round, when Wendy asked the question, would you work with these ladies again? Michel'le was, when Shantae said no, Michel'le was like, what you just said really hurt our feelings, and I think that's why Lil Mo had her reaction and all that. It's just very much like, it's team beat a bitch down. Does Shantae deserve a little bit of it? Yeah, probably. But I just don't like to see somebody being picked on and bullied, and that's all of what I saw out of this whole part 2. Shantae couldn't even hardly get a word in, and all the drama was surrounding her, but she couldn't talk. Does that make any fucking sense? It's just like crazy. Wendy honestly should have made them shut up. Just be like, be quiet, let her answer or something. Because they weren't paying nobody else any attention. It's so funny, when Michel'le, was in that, trying to get her word in. Like my boy Isaiah Parker said, honestly, don't nobody pay Michel'le no attention. She just want to get into some drama so bad. And it's so sad. They just paid Michel'le dust. She's sitting all the way over there on the corner with some dress on, some drag queen loaned her, and the wig from the attic. #flowers in the attic. And it's just like, poor Michel'le. She just want to get into some drama so bad. You're so right about that, Isaiah. Just a mess. What else happened? Okay, Chrisette and Claudette. Who cares? Chrisette was like, look, I left 2 shows. I had 2 shows to do. And I left that to be at your family's house for you and your family. And I left that because I had 2 shows to do. Because I'm Chrisette Michel'le and I was booked. I don't need the show. I had 2 shows to do, and I came there and I wanted to be there for your family. Chrisette was like, look, I get that, and I'm a kind person, but I'm not a weak bitch, okay? And you're not gonna disrespect me. I felt like your tone was disrespectful. Chrisette, I wasn't trying to throw you any shade, is what I meant. And so they was just like, look, it's all love, it's cool. Chrisette, I love Claudette, it's cool. How come, Chrisette, that you can forgive everybody else but Shantae? Were you and Shantae bumping coochies? Like, what is it? Why are you so, it was just like you were just so deeply hurt by Shantae, but what the fuck did she do? Like, honestly, she didn't know you like that. Why would she just spill her heart out and call you and talk to you all day long? Like, honestly. I guess because Chrisette wanted a mentor, she really, looked up to Shantae. Her voice is bad and all the good stuff, but it's just really sickening to watch. I mean, really. Like, oh, girl, shut up. Oh, Jesus. Um, yeah, that was pretty much it. Was that it, y'all? I think that was pretty much it. Yeah, I think I pretty much got everything. Y'all tell me, y'all thoughts on some of the things that I mentioned and this reunion part two. It was just quite interesting. It seemed like all the women can kind of forgive Shantae and everything and just kind of squash it and let it go, except for Chrisette. Okay, whatever. But you know, it looks like Chrisette may be back for the next season. We shall see. Thank you to everybody who's been watching this R&B Divas season 2 LA with me from the beginning when I put on the little mo wig that she loaned me. It's just been getting better and better, and it's honestly just a blessing, darling. And thank you hello to all the new subscribers, and just thanks to everybody who, you know, just watch me and everything. Shouts out to my boy Sean Bradley. He's amazing. Y'all love him. We love him. He's hilarious. Just everybody from Facebook: Leonard, Ralphie, Lauren, Ranu, Precious, Corey, Isaiah, Cemented, just freaking everybody. I want Goody 77. Just read my book. Just everybody who watch. Love you, love you, love you to pieces. And that was my review of R&B Divas LA Season 2 Reunion Part 2. I will be reviewing Hollywood Divas. I'm very excited about that. It looks like it's going to be juicy. Hopefully I can stick it out. But if they start being boring on that damn show, I might have to let that shit go too. So, yeah. With that said, I'm Mr. Chalaka. Yes. I'm Mr. Chalaki on Google+. I am at It's King's World on Twitter. And I am Chase King was here on Facebook. Also, let me ask you this. Would you like to see all the ladies back next season? Would you like for them to change it up? Who would you want to keep? Who would you want to let go? Let me know in the comments below. Share, retweet. Y'all know all that moments. R&B Divas. LA, LA, L. Ooh. Let me just go.